Okay, so we'll continue. We'll continue to do what? Interact with the control quantity 5 at the last location after
Let's go.
Let's go to where? Very good. Surge, charge, charge. ये दोनों है ही. Okay. अरे, holds to holds.
Hold on. Something's wrong with him.
Shit.
Horowitz. Oh, God, no.
I should talk to Wells. Make sure he's okay. I'm sorry about your friend.
Thanks. And thanks for coming to get me. Horowitz's HRA must have been damaged in the threshold. Guy never put himself first. At least the anchor-altered item is still locked away down in the clocks. I hope it rots down there.
That altered item needs to be dealt with before it hurts anyone else. I should go back down and contain it. Head to the executive sector, Wells. They could use a medic.
Thank you, Director. I'll go see what good I can do there.
Panopticon. Logistics. Where is Panopticon? subject was brought in after being discovered in the active threshold in an early state of decay that is characteristically fungal based in its appearance. During autopsy, the cadaver's pleural cavities were revealed to be entirely filled by the fungus known as the mold, to an extent that medical staff were forced to put on decontamination suits. The procedure was also hindered by anomalies such as disease, high body temperature, and undulating torso muscles, presumably but not probably caused by the trapped gases. Routine samples as well as tissue samples requested by Dr. Underhill were successfully extracted. However, their rapid retrogression outside of the host body needs to be noted. Cause of death: mold ingestion. यार प्रे में ना ये डिफरेंस था. अब ये कॉर्नर चेक करते रहते थे ना, डर लगता था कि ऐसे कुछ निकल के तो ना आ जाए. इसमें बोला सबने को पता है कि जब तक वो लाल वाला आ रहा है, इसलिए ये पहली बार मुझे थोड़ा डर लगा, बिकॉज ये बिना वो रेड लाइट्स के आगे और अदरवाइज जब भी एनिमीज आते तो मुझे पता रहता है कि यार है. यस, एटमॉस्फेयर इज थोड़ा डरावना है, बट प्री वाज अनदर लेवल. उसमें भीड़ भी बहुत सारा था. उसमें टेलीकिनेसिस था, बट दैट वाज ऑप्शनल. दिस इज मोर ऑफ action game. Efficiency. Panopticon. Panopticon archives or yes cell something some cell control security center prime candidate program transit corridor Circulani away globe procedures no unique procedure required. However, contact should be limited as some report feeling disoriented after touching it. Item is handmade, set in dark wood. The item itself is lacquered, hand painted, spins freely on all axes. While the contents on oceans are recognizably those of Earth, careful examination has revealed numerous and other geographic additions that do not exist in our planet. One of those islands has a city marked on it named Tanrielo. There are no signatures left by its maker. Physical contact renders subjects dizzy and disoriented.
मेरे को लगा अभी तक गेम खत्म हो जाएगा। ये गेम उतना बड़ा नहीं है।
लगा अभी तक गेम खत्म हो जाएगा। ये गेम उतना बड़ा नहीं है। लगा अभी तक गेम खत्म हो जाएगा। गेम उतना बड़ा नहीं लगा अभी तक गेम खत्म।
इको आ रहा तेरे साइड से जब तू बोल रहा था. The effect seems to grow worse with prolonged contact, culminating in a sense of listlessness and depression. Suicide has been observed in nationals. अरे वो हेलो अरे इको आ रहा है. तू किस चैनल से सुन रहा है?
आईपैड में ट्विच आईपैड में खोला हुआ और मोबाइल डिस्कॉर्ड में.
हाँ तो इसलिए इको आ रहा है. एक ही डिवाइस यूज कर. अभी मैं वॉक थ्रू ऐसे चेक किया था कितना मिशन है. तो इसमें 10 मिशन है एंड मैं शायद 6वां कर रहा हूँ. सभी गेम हाफ हुआ है और साइड मिशंस तो है ही बहुत सारे. सभी गेम बचा है और मैं थोड़ा टाइम भी ले रहा हूँ. ये सब पढ़ रहा हूँ, ये सब देख रहा हूँ ना.
ओके. क्योंकि मेरे को लगा था मैं जहाँ पढ़ा था वो गेम 11.5 घंटे का है.
मेन वाला करेगा सिर्फ सीधा कर देगा तो.
कुछ इसका फाइट सीन मेरे को अच्छा लगा. शुरू में मतलब थोड़ा तो लाकी लग रहा था लेकिन अभी थोड़ा ठीक है. अब वो इन गेम मैकेनिक्स कैसा लगा था मतलब प्ले थ्रू में वो तो नहीं पता लेकिन देखने में तो सही लग रहा था.
Physical outer constraints and yet constantly breaking the known boundaries of reality. It's unstable, shifting. Note, for more details on control points and the research and process to stabilize and secure the core sectors, refer to a separate presentation. After extensive research and investigation, the Bureau made its headquarters on November 13th, 1968. The Federal Bureau of Control was never out in the open. This was always an obfuscated, classified top-secret operation. So imagine our surprise when the building's observation-resistant aspects began in some unquantifiable way to affect the Bureau as a whole.
इसका नाम डॉक्टर डार्लिंग है. काउंटर स्ट्राइक नहीं लगाया क्या?
नींद आ रहा।
P6 is what the Bureau calls Dylan. His cell's been breached. Has the Hiss found him?
फाइनली
Are
मेरा
you there with
स्क्रिप्ट
him? Can you
कंप्लीट हुआ ना
protect him?
आज सुबह। आज मैं लैपटॉप को बंद किया हूँ, जिसको बंद ही रहने दो। कल से फिर आगे का वर्क करूंगा।
क्या था स्क्रिप्ट में?
कुछ रिपोर्ट्स था, डाउनलोड करना था। अभी नेक्स्ट फेज में उस रिपोर्ट क्लीन अप करना है।
1 2 3 ट्रेवर्स ओशन व्यू मोटेल। ऑब्वियसली ये तो लॉक रहेगा हमेशा की तरह। मैं अभी थोड़ी देर पहले यही बोल रहा था कि ना ये गेम ठीक है, थोड़ा प्रे जैसा है, लेकिन प्रे में ना ऐसे कॉर्नर घूमने में ना डर लगता था, पता अभी यहाँ कौन आ जाएगा करके। इसमें ना ऐसा फाइट पता रहता कि ना अब रेड हो गया मतलब तभी फाइट है,
प्रेडिक्टेबल है थोड़ा,
मतलब अब फाइट शुरू होने वाला करके। उसमें ना समझ में नहीं आता था, कॉर्नर देख रहे ना तो बच बच के देखना पड़ता था, ऐसे ऐसे ऐसे। क्या पे
उसमें एक और चीज, दो तीन चीज और भी अच्छा था ना, वो पोल्टरगाइस्ट था।
अरे हम लोग उल्टा है क्या? ये हम लोग उल्टा है ना, ये बेड है और ये पंखा है। और टाइम क्या हो रहा है? 3:45
पौने 4।
या 3:45 पौने 4। इसमें पौने 4 हो रहा है। ये कमरा सीधा है अभी ऑन, और ये राइट।
वो वाला प्रे का कौन सा वाला कैरेक्टर था जो किसी में भी चेंज हो जाता था?
उसका नाम ही मिमिक था ना।
मिमिक हाँ। यस, वो वाली जो कुछ जो कैरेक्टर्स थे उन लोग जबरदस्त थे ना।
ओह आ गया ना, चाबी आ गया। हाँ तो ब्लैक पिरामिड की। अच्छा ये तो हमेशा खुलता ही है, लेकिन की से यहाँ ये ओपन कर देंगे। 1 गेम में चलने का देना चाहिए, पता।
It's been a long
Especially
time
ऐसे
since
किसी
Dylan and
sequence
I
है ना,
knew each other.
चलने मतलब थोड़ा अच्छा
I've
लगता है।
wondered about him. What kind of
Atmosphere.
man he'd grow up to
समझ गया।
be.
Atmosphere absorb करते
Things
हुए
as
चलना।
hard for him as they were for me. Maybe in here, they were even harder.
सकीरो में बॉस के सामने ऐसे चलने में बड़ा मजा आता है। चल तू कितना भी जंप मार रहे हो, तेरे सामने चल चल के आऊँ मार दे।
Oh, hello. Is there something I can help you with?
I'm Jesse, the new director. I need to get inside.
New director? Right. Well, okay. Hello, I'm Frederick Langston, the Panopticon supervisor. It's not the best time for a tour. We have hiss everywhere, numerous cell breaches, and system failures across the board, but you're the director, so here we go. Founded by Zachariah Trench, the Panopticon is our state-of-the-art repository for all altered items.
don't have time for
objects
this.
of Power and
I was told Dylan Faden was kept here. Can you help me find him?
Faden. Sure. Darling wanted him somewhere secure and isolated away from people. He's in the maximum security cells, upper level. But there's currently a pressing matter, ma'am.
Ni booty
We've got
se
an
lag rahi
object
hai.
of power loose in there. It's wrecking the place. The Benikoff TV, it's a real doozy. Salvador took a team in to handle it, but no one's heard from them for hours. This is a Category 5 OOP we're talking about, and if we don't contain it soon, it will tear the Panopticon apart. And we don't want all those altered items getting loose, ma'am. No, trust me.
Dylan's in there. Open the door, Langston. I'll handle it.
If you say so. I usually tell first-timers not to touch anything, so, just do that. Here, I'll get the door for you. And please, ma'am, call me Fred.
Thanks, Langston.
Some of the security cameras aren't working. How do I get those fixed?
Maintenance staff will repair any damaged systems once normal operations have resumed, sir.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Is the TV back in its box yet? No rush or anything, it's just, you know, an ongoing concern.
Do you like working at the FBC?
Sure. I mean, yeah, the drama's a bit much, but I get better benefits here than I would over at the Postal Service. I checked. Better healthcare. That's not to say I don't like my job, ma'am. Been here over 15 years. No one knows the Panopticon collection better than me. I'm, close to them, in a way.
I can't tell if that's creepy or normal here.
Rituals.
How do you keep the altered items under control?
It depends on the item. Each one has different needs. Ritualistic touches go a long way. Singing to them,
Did he say
flipping the
singing?
lights 3 times, that sort of thing. It's not superstition if it works.
ये बात भी सही.
What's the difference between objects of power and altered items?
Think of them like storms. Objects of power are like tropical cyclones or hurricanes for the uneducated. They're big, rare, and scary. Of course, directors can just bind the OOP and become the eye of the storm. Altered items are more like weird thunderstorms. Some may rain frogs, some may rain corn, but they all rain something.
And how does the hiss factor into all that?
It's changing them, making them aggressive. Now they're all raining, I don't know, knives. Knife rain.
Nice metaphor.
ये जो सोचती है ना ये डालने का जरूरत नहीं था पता है. जबरदस्ती हाँ वो क्या सोच रही है exactly प्लेयर को बताना है करके.
Did you work closely with Trench?
Oh, he spent most of his time with Darling and all them. The inner circle. Not that I care.
Trench certainly had his favorites.
Maybe
He did stop in occasionally to
उसको
scowl.
ये
and smirk.
मैकेनिक्स को डालने का उसका
Did you
रीजन
know
कुछ
the
और
Bureau
था,
has a no smoking
लेकिन उन
policy?
लोग वही ₹5 का
It does.
स्टोरी राइटर
Just
नहीं
like
ले
the
पाए.
Still, he is the one who put aside funding for the Panopticon. The man did have vision.
How did you get this job?
Started as a junior agent because my uncle knew a guy. From there, I got put on a desk until an accident left the containment sector severely understaffed. At which point, I got bumped up to management. Put in a steady 8 hours a day for another 10 years, and voila, supervisor.
I just picked up a gun. Or a gun picked me. I'll see you later,
Cell
Langston.
breaches. I'll be here, like always. I'm funny.
The Panopticon. Dylan's close. But that object of power might wreck this place before I find him.
ये देखना, इससे जब रेड रेड आता है ना तो पता चल जाता है मेरे को, हाँ ये होने वाला है। ये तो प्रॉब्लम खुलेगा नहीं, तो नहीं जाना। हाँ बस देख रहे हैं। यहाँ पे कोई होगा ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ पावर। सब एक ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ पावर नहीं होगा, ऑल्टर्ड आइटम्स होंगे। यहाँ कहीं में भी एक टीवी भी हो, बड़ा यहाँ पर हैमर। 6 7 5 AI कंटेनमेंट 4, ये क्या कार्ड दी थी, आर्काइव्स 2 5 8 1। Alter items. पहले वहाँ नीचे तक देखेंगे, फिर देखेंगे यहाँ जाना है। देखना अब मेरी कैरेक्टर ना सेंटर के थोड़ा लेफ्ट में, एक्चुअली इससे चेंज होता है आर से। आई थिंक मैं रीलोड करने के चक्कर में आर दबा दिया और वो उधर चला गया, जबकि आर से इसमें रीलोड होता ही नहीं, बिकॉज गेम में रीलोड है ही नहीं।
Something went wrong with the Bureau's plan to make Dylan the next director. Marshall made it sound like it was all Dylan's fault, but how much of it was what the Bureau did to him? I don't think she's telling me everything.
Hey?
तेरे शील्ड का कोई मीनिंग है या फिर ऐसी है वो?
शील्ड में भी पावर अप्स है ना, जैसे कि एबिलिटीज।
नहीं, इसका कोई यूज होता है या फिर वो बस दिया हुआ है?
शील्ड का यूज होता है ना, कभी कभार जब मेरा हेल्थ वेल्थ कम हो जाता है बहुत सारे लोगों, तो मैं शील्ड निकाल के भाग जाता हूँ इधर उधर। हेल्थ का जो ऑर्ब्स रहता है ना वो सब लेने चले जाता हूँ। एक्चुअली मेरा ये लॉन्च काफ़ी पावरफुल हो गया ना, बिकॉज इसमें पूरा डाल दिया था, एक ही बार में सब मर जा रहे हैं। अब आई थिंक ना मुझे एक ये सीज भी है जिससे कि मैं कंट्रोल कर सकता हूँ, बट आई थिंक शील्ड मुझे ज़्यादा डालना चाहिए। आ रहा था।
Hello? Is anyone there?
What are you doing in there?
Oh, thank God. Look, someone has to watch this object at all times, or it deviates.
Huh?
My shifter blades have never showed up. Can you help me?
Oh,
Damn. I can't. I'm sorry. There's an emergency. I'll come back. I promise.
Okay, just don't forget. I can't stare at this thing much longer.
ये एक फ्रिज है पता? इसका ना मैं एक डॉक्यूमेंट पढ़ा था तो ये फ्रिज ऐसा लिखा रहता है कि एक फादर रहता है और उसका बेटा कुछ भी ड्राइंग बनाता है ना वो इसमें चिपका देता है। एक दिन ना उसका पूरा घर और उसका पूरा बिल्डिंग ढह जाता है और उसमें उसका बेटा ही मर जाता है। ये फ्रिज रह जाता है लेकिन वो देखता है कि यार इस फ्रिज में मेरा घर ये सब मेरे बेटे का ड्राइंग है तो रख लेता अपने पास, दूसरा घर में लेके चले जाता है। फिर ये काफ़ी सालों बाद में देखता है कि काफ़ी साल तक निकालने की कोशिश नहीं करता। फिर एक दिन सोचता है कि चलिए ड्राइंग अलग निकाल देता हूँ, फ्रिज पुराना हो गया, ड्राइंग निकलता ही नहीं है उसमें से।
मतलब पेजेस।
हाँ मतलब वो जो पेजेस जो ड्राइंग से बनाया ना वो निकलता ही नहीं है। वो फ्रिज को काटने का भी कोशिश करता है, निकलता ही नहीं है वो। फिर वो बोला चलो बेच देता हूँ फ्रिज को, जाने दो। और फिर ब्यूरो को जब पता लगता है तो उन्होंने धीरे से आके उसको ले लिया। अब ये बोल रहा है कि मेरे को फ्रिज को देखते रहना। अब ये ऐसा क्यों है वो नहीं पता। फ्रिज ड्यूटी मिशन आ गया एक्चुअली। Subdue the Benikoff TV object of power, 4th floor. Jesse goes to the containment sector to find the Panopticon where Dylan is held. She is led into the Panopticon secure containment facility for the dangerous supernatural objects by Frederick Langston, the Panopticon supervisor. नहीं ये तो ब्रदर्स कीपर है, सॉरी मेरे को वो देखना। फ्रिज ड्यूटी। Jesse finds an agent in the Panopticon who has been left to stare at a refrigerated altered item. He cannot stare much longer, but if he blinks, then the refrigerator will deviate. Oh, so हम लोग ब्रदर्स कीपर में वो टीवी ढूंढ रहे हैं, which is a object of power. और यहाँ पर ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ पावर ढूंढ रहे हैं और यहाँ पर एक ऑल्टर्ड आइटम ढूंढने से। So fridge is not an object of power, but an altered item. क्या हुआ? चलो इसी को अपना वाला मिशन बना देते हैं। इसी फ्रिज ड्यूटीज Panopticon। तो मैं जाऊँ कैसे? पहली बार ही हो ना एकदम देख रहा हूँ। दिख ही नहीं रहा है। बचा भी पाया। जाएगा अंदर। अरे यार एक्चुअली में यही वाला मिशन हो जा रहा है फिर कौन
That's the object of power. I need to cleanse it.
Astral plane. Okay, what now? Cleanse the Benikoff TV. अच्छा यहीं से आया ना। उस लेडी को बोलूँ क्या चल मेरे साथ आ, मैं तेरी हेल्प किया था तू मेरी हेल्प कर, चल अब टीवी दे, टीवी उठाना चाहिए। ओह तेरी को बहुत गया तो और ज़्यादा दूर नहीं आया।
That thing was Salvador, the head of security. His team didn't stand a chance against the Hiss. No one here does.
क्या करें? Rarity. अरे weapon mod है ये।
Okay, the TV. Another object of power gone nuts. Here we go again.
The crew of the Wild Ocelot first encountered a strange spherical phenomena while fishing in the Dash. Witness described it as a black sphere with faint light behind it. It hovered just off the bow of the ship. The crew dashed by throwing a tin bucket which disappeared into the sphere. Soon after, the vessel lost structural integrity. The ship's metal rusted and fell apart within minutes. As the ship sank, the sphere lowered into the water. A passing fishing vessel called the Dash rescued the four surviving crew. Agents were dispatched to the White Ocelot's last known coordinates and began diving operations. On the ocean floor, the agents found the sphere. The ship was entirely destroyed except for its anchor. As agents lifted the anchor off the ocean floor, they noticed the sphere behaved in conjunction with the anchor, moving and stopping as one. Contact with the sphere was avoided, but handling the anchor proved harmless. The item was transported by the Dash to the US port of Dash. Upon arriving in New York, it was brought into Bureau via the Dash. बाद में देखेंगे। Salvador's ID should never have been accessible to low clearance staff in the first place. So what is my clearance level right now? Clearance is still 5. Levitates a superhero over the obstacle. So now I have levitate. Use levitate to complete the asteroid. Huh. Okay. कितने भी देर तक लेविटेट कर सकता हूँ? कौन मार रहा है?
तेरे पार पे डिपेंडेंट होगा ना वो।
हाँ?
तेरे जो वो पार क्यों दिख रहा है मुझे?
क्या नहीं दिख रहा है?
अरे वो ऊपर में जो बार होता है ना जो तेरे पावर को डिफाइन करते हैं।
हाँ हाँ। क्या आपको मैं भी नहीं देख रहा। Are they part of the challenge? अच्छा एक हाइट तक ही जा सकता है, ज़्यादा तो आगे नहीं जा सकता। अरे
Okay, dealt with the TV. Now I can find Dylan.
आगे नहीं जा रहा है, नहीं जा रहा। इतने देर बाद दिया भाई ओपनिंग द लेविटेट एबिलिटी। अच्छा वहाँ जाना है। अभी नहीं लड़ता इनसे है।
वो वाला जगह जाके आगे गए जहाँ नहीं जाना था उस समय।
हाँ वहाँ पर एक्चुअली एक साइड मिशन था, हालांकि वहाँ फिर से आना पड़ेगा। वो बोलिए कि फिर से आने के लिए तब कुछ दूंगी करके। देखो कि भाई ये P6 सेल ये कहाँ है? ओह वो है P6। क्या तो आवाज आ रहा है? ऊपर से नहीं चढ़ूंगा। कुछ है क्या ऊपर चढ़ने के लिए? इतना ऊपर तो नहीं चढ़ पा रही है। सेव कर लेते हैं। इसके 3 चाहिए। वेंटिलेट शील्ड propel stabilize at nearby enemies. इसको बेचारे को अभी तक देखते रहना पड़ रहा है। मैं अभी इस फ्लोर में हूँ ना, एक फ्लोर और ऊपर जाना है। P6 सेल तो नीचे लेके जाएगा। How can I go up? I don't want to do the mission. ये अरे नीचे आ गया क्या? फायर ब्रेक में आ गया। मिल जाएगा। अरे अरे यार ये बड़ा परेशान कर रहा है। क्या कहा? अरे छोड़ के बार बार आएगा। लिफ्ट, मैं खुद नीचे आ गया ना, लिफ्ट थोड़ी ना नीचे आई थी। मैं सोचा लिफ्ट में ऊपर आए, जल्दी जाके बटन दबाया था, लिफ्ट तो नीचे आया ही नहीं। खैर ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं, यहीं पर से तो आना था, अपने आप आगे जान दो।
लेकिन तू उड़ सकता था ना, तो अगर वहां पे उड़ जाता तो बच जाता शायद।
मैं भी उड़ जाता शायद, बच जाता, लेकिन काफी अब लिफ्ट नीचे चली गई ऑलरेडी। नहीं अरे नहीं, मैं फायर ब्रेक में हूँ क्या? हाँ मतलब फोर्थ फ्लोर, लिफ्ट वापस नीचे चली गई, ऊपर ही आ रही है। आई होप सो। मैं मर गया था रे, मैं आई मीन मैं भी करता, लेकिन फटाक से मर गया था। हाँ लिफ्ट अभी नीचे चली गई है। फिर से लड़ाई करना होगा क्या? अरे
बच गया।
कहाँ हूँ मैं? ये कहाँ आ गया? और अब और नीचे आ गया मैं। वहां से हाँ मैं और नीचे आ गया, तो मैं और गड़बड़ जगह आ गया। नहीं और नीचे नहीं, एक्चुअली बीच वाले। हाँ यहाँ पे तो बार बार आ रहा है, यहाँ कुछ है। इस बार वेट करना है। फायर ब्रेक, यहाँ से मैं यही कंटेनमेंट चाहूँगा। अच्छा मैं भी यहाँ पर था, मैं आपका बार वहां नहीं चढ़ पाया। तेरी बेटी कैसी है? की बेटी कैसी है?
मस्त है, परेशान करते रहती बस।
बोलती है
बोल जब बोलना बोल रही थी तब बोल रही थी, ठीक है, मतलब जब आ रहा था। अब जब आ गया ना तो बोलती नहीं है।
यस एबिलिटीज, हाँ नया ट्री अनलॉक हो गया। प्रेस सी व्हाइल लेविटेटिंग टू स्लैम। ओके तो फिर ये नहीं लूँ क्या मैं?
Dylan. He's so close.
सर्च फॉर डिलीवरी बाय 5th फ्लोर। तो यहीं पर तो देख तो रहा हूँ और क्या है यहाँ पर।
Hello. Can you hear me? Jesse.
Seize speed. Benikoff TV. No unique container procedure required while bound. A CRT television built by Benikoff and Sons Electrics. The screen is still functional. The object can levitate itself off the ground to a maximum observed altitude of dash. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to harness this effect for their own use. For the results tested with prime candidate, the object is currently bound by dash. The object was first discovered in a local news story from Kansas. A figure had been seen dash over buildings. The bureau dispatched agents to the town who discovered that a man named Dash had bound himself to the object. Mr. Dash was detained. See case 39HQ656 and the object was brought to the bureau for study. Red lights है तो यहाँ पर भी कुछ तो गड़बड़ होगा.
Are you there, Jesse?
Emily? He's gone. Dylan isn't here. He might be nearby. Or maybe the hiss got to him. I don't know.
Jesse, listen. Dylan's here. With us. He just walked in. He says he is giving himself up. He's been affected by the hiss, but he is different than the others. We must isolate him.
Yeah,
I'm on my way.
Yeah, then
We need to get back. I have to see my brother.
All right, I won't take up too much of your time today, Dylan. Like I said, I want to talk about Jessie, your sister.
What about her?
I just want to get your perspective. What do you think of her? What kind of person is she? That sort of thing.
I adored my sister. When I was little, I mean, back in
like
Oregon.
differential
And
calculus.
you don't anymore?
When I first got here, sure. I'd always hoped she'd come too. Find me, to take me home. We went everywhere together. Why should this be any different? Casper said she could come too, to the bureau. If she wanted to. But she never did.
Why do you think that is?
Because she didn't care about me. She always wanted to be out on her own, seeing the world. She always said so. I guess she got what she wanted.
Great. So she wanted to see the world. Did she ever mention any place in particular?
Why?
We like to ask questions around here, you know that. Any particular cities, towns, landmarks, anything like that?
I don't remember.
What about family friends? Were you close with anyone living outside of Ordinary?
I'm done with this. Tell Casper I want pizza for lunch today.
Dylan, wait, we're not... End of session.
कुछ भी नहीं है यहाँ पर, मेरे को सेव पॉइंट तो देगा। ये देख रहा है, उसका रिफ्लेक्शन यहाँ पे पड़ रहा है। मैं सोचा कि यहाँ पर भी जाने का रास्ता, लेकिन वो रिफ्लेक्शन है। पता नहीं लाइटिंग इतना ऐसा क्यों है कि वो मेरे को दिख, ये भी नहीं पता चलता कि वो रिफ्लेक्शन एक्चुअली और रियल नहीं है। यहाँ क्या है? Experience level 6 है ही नहीं, 5 तक ही है मेरे पास। यहाँ फिर से आना पड़ेगा क्या? Gets out of bed, Jesus Christ returns to bed, asks for television to be turned on, staff do so, lunch is brought, breakfast is removed, eats lunch, uses toilet, begins talking to cell, becomes upset, throws lunch tray at glass, sedated, crew clean the cell, television is turned off, comes to ask for television to be turned on, staff refuse, sleeps, television privilege were refused due to hostile behavior.
Alright, I won't take up too much.
Into the control house, into the bureau house. Access threshold area codes allows for access. You can translocate the fast travel construct through the control points. मैं याद कैसे रखूँ कि यहाँ आना भी है मेरे को। With Emily, executive boardroom. हाँ, बंद हो गया। क्या मैं बंद कर दूंगा। अरे वो फ्रीज वाले को भी बचाना भाई, वो कब से फ्रीज देख ही रहा, पलक भी ना झपकाए।
Oh my god, did she have to write everything in her made-up gibberish code? I don't think I ever told you this, but I was actually on the path to being a ranger once. Did the whole boot camp thing, even got rookie status. Anyway, not the point. My old ranger squad was a great bunch. There was 6 plus me. Remus, Hazard, Cho, Guy, Heptonstall, and Thompson. They were supposed to get back from an expedition yesterday. We had beers and wings planned. Problem is, they weren't here when Darling handed out the HRAs.
Then they had nothing protecting them from the hiss.
You see, they prepped for the worst, but I think that we're already past that. We all wore these pouches around our neck, and I really don't want the hiss to get them. Could you find them for me? The squad would have come back through maintenance, but they probably spread out from there.
I'll keep an eye out for them, Arish. And I won't let them stay hiss. What's the deal with BlackRock?
Oh, fuck. Don't get me started on BlackRock. You know, ever since research found out that it blocks paranatural stuff, they have just been parading dangerous materials in and out of the fucking quarry. Fucking lab coats, man. Love making my job harder.
Sounds like there's some tension between departments.
Still, at least the quarry's got a good view of the night sky. You know, me and Salvador used to have after-work beers down there.
What do you know about Dr. Darling?
About as much as anybody, I guess. Head of research, loves to hear himself talk. All of those science types absolutely do. Now he's been acting a little bit psycho recently. Although HR told me not to use that word, so...
Everyone thinks finding Darling will lead us to the answers. But if he's completely lost it, then what help could he be? You're security, right? Do you work with Rangers?
Not often. Rangers are specially trained in threshold reconnaissance and ground zero AWE response. Security is more interested in the dangers inside the Bureau.
They must see some weird stuff out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, every week they are tackling things that were previously unknown to the human experience. Most Rangers, they retire due to cognitive collapse. I looked up the medical definition. Not fun.
How does the Bureau handle thresholds?
Handle might be a bit of an optimistic way to put it. Marshall sends her Rangers in to map them, check growth rates, locate epicenters, take samples, measure stuff, basically.
Sounds like he's done his homework.
Now, down in maintenance, thresholds are used just like any other tool. The lab coats mine black rock from one, maintenance siphons water from another. We use it for pretty much everything, except drinking.
Why don't you drink it? Do I even want to know?
Yeah, a lot of time we find these little chunks in it. It's pretty gross.
I didn't want to know. What do you think of Marshall?
Marshall? Marshall's a fucking badass. Rangers could not ask for a better leader. She's a little, you know, intense, but given the stuff she's seen, I'm not surprised. She does have a bad habit of disappearing, though.
Where does she go?
Last time she vanished, I did some digging into the security logs. I found camera footage of her entering the quarry. She was down there alone for days. Now, typically that's not allowed, but Marshall is kind of above the rules.
I wonder what she finds so interesting in the quarry. I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
खड़ा तो है वहाँ पर.
The resonance emitted from the HRAs is purely antithetical to every variant of the Hiss signal I can arrange. But how did Darling create it?
It's happening. After all these years, Dylan is here. But am I too late? How is he? I need to know.
He's clearly been affected by the Hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present.
I want to see him. My brother. Or is he?
Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Okay, I need to go.
Jesse, be careful.
Oh, God, did she have to write everything in her made-up gibberish code? Fucking Marshall with her CIA spy shit. God.
I found this token. Any idea what it does?
Ah, that is a jukebox token. Little bastards turn up in the weirdest places, like bad pennies. The Rangers use them to activate an old object of power.
A jukebox, I assume. Does it have any good songs?
Nope, just the one record. Hey, be careful turning it on, though. When it's playing, you get a free trip to the formation.
The formation? That sounds ominous. Why does it send you there?
The Bureau has been wondering that for years. I mean, it's just a pile of rocks built by God knows who, but... Well, researchers have confirmed it's in the same threshold as the quarry. Well, no one's ever been able to map a physical route to the formation from maintenance.
So it's in the quarry. You just don't know where.
Pretty much. We only send in annual expeditions to the formation now. Checkups, Salvador calls them. This year's team went in the day the Hiss arrived. Come to think of it, the song should have brought them back hours ago.
I can go in and take a look.
I'd appreciate that. The jukebox is kept just past the security booth over there. Just put in the token and enjoy the ride.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
बहुत हो गया बंद कर रहा हूँ मैं स्ट्रीम देखेंगे ऑफिस